All right, so we've been hit up a whole bunch of times by a whole bunch of people wondering what happened to the Evo and why it kind of stalled out. So today we're gonna explain. Basically, once it left SEMA, we more or less got screwed over by our transport company trying to jack us with some exorbitant amount of money. So we left it at a friend's shop for a month and we had the road trip down, get it, got it back here. We wanted to adjust a bunch of stuff, but it had to be put on hold because we had customer work to do that we'd put off to make the SEMA crunch. And then once we did get it apart, all this craziness happened. We weren't able to get parts, but now they're starting to roll in and we're back at it. So this is what we've been working at. Under hood, we repositioned our wastegates. So we did a bunch of hot side stuff under here. We made some new covers because we ended up melting the headlights. So they're doing some under hood heat management stuff. Cleaned up a few little fittings and things that we didn't like. And then that's about it for that. And then we moved inside and made some fun stuff. And then moving inside, we decided to add this Wilwood handbrake just for having some drift fun. We moved the cutoff switch from the rear battery to the front just to make it a little more convenient, and I had Hertzmal machine me this cool little key for it. And once we got these two things positioned, we decided to put an armrest in just because we can, so we machined that up, like I say, while we were waiting for parts, just so we could keep doing some fun stuff. So one of the big pieces and one of the major changes we did is we changed out the air ride system that we had and flipped it over to an airlift system, which we really like. We 3D printed this cool little mount. So that was more or less the prototype. We've cleaned it up a little bit since, so we'll be printing that soon and putting that in. And then moving on to the back of the car, which a bunch of people have sort of followed along and seem to have interest in, is the wing. So we'll go check that out. All right, so out back, we started making a new wing. We took the big drift style wing off, the LB wing, decided to do something a little more traditional. And we went with the Evo 2 style wing, but then we added a bit of a twist to it. We're gonna linear actuate it and make it into an air brake. So we had some fun and started playing with some carbon pieces and vacuum bagging. As you can see, we're not super good at it, but we're definitely getting better. And it's gonna be something we're gonna be playing a lot more with. And then going around to the front of the car, we have some fun stuff that we did up there. So we'll go see Filthy 2 and what he's working on there. So, Hertzmal, Filthy 2, Rob have been working on this front splitter piece for me, and it's coming together and it's almost done. But I'll let you, Rob, explain to that. This is more or less the result of it being damaged in transport and just making it a little more convenient to work on. So I'll let him explain to you what they've been doing.
We got the splitter off the car, and I needed to make a little an extension on it so that it went a little farther back, keep the flat bottom aspect a little bit cleaner. And we needed to mount it properly. I mean, what's the point of having something like a splitter on the car if I can't handle all the downforce it's gonna be creating? It's just, I just took an existing idea and I fitted it to our car, add a little style. Got these vertical plates that are gonna mount solid to the chassis, and they literally just go on with some hooks. A simple spring pin to hold the whole thing on. Be able to pull the splitter off, have full access to the underside of the engine bay area. These things just simply go on like that. That's that. All that started with just a simple drawing. So, draw up a concept, put some dimensions to it. There we are. We're at a point where I'm just about finished. Clean it all up. We're gonna Cerakote this. This is gonna be done in the Glacier Black Cerakote. But this is getting us this much closer to having this car ready to rock and roll. So we're all pretty excited to get it done. We're gonna knock it out. And sooner than later, this car is gonna be ripping.
All right, so now that you guys are up to speed, that's kind of where we're at for it. And what's next for the Evo? We're converting the oiling system to a dry sump system to give us a little more ground clearance. We're waiting on a back-ordered actuator for our air brake, a little bit of paint work. We're gonna get that splitter on, and we're headed back to the dyno. We're gonna get this thing tuned. Then we have a couple of photo shoots booked for it for a couple of different things. and then we just kill tires. That's the plan.